Okay, this is a few notes on the penetrating rubber bands tricks. And you see how these two bands are separate from each other. What we're going to do is we're going to stretch them between our two fingers here. You can see them stretched between the two fingers. And we're going to just rub a little bit right there. Okay, I'm trying to get this right out of the camera. So if I rub right there, then sometimes we can get them to link. And sometimes if you rub, it's not working. Let me see. Oh yeah, now it worked. It came completely off. Okay, so if you don't know how this trick works, the way it works is because when it looks like they're like this, they're actually looped around each other. And the very first time I learned this trick, like the method was reach in and grab this up, and reach in and grab it up again, and then you'll get them in this kind of configuration right there. But if you have your bend, you can't see that. But you can't really do this whole reaching under and reaching under right there in front of the spectator, because you have to do that someplace else and come up with the rubber bands. And I liked it better trying to think of some way to act like I'm showing them how separate they are when I'm actually linking them together. And so what I came up with is letting them dangle over one hand with the yellow one in back and the green one in front. So what I've done there is I've kind of got it ready with this. And I'm coming in with two fingers here, and one finger here. Then I'm just reinserting this finger right here and twisting, and then grabbing that and pulling. And that gives me what looks like, I can show on this side and this side, I can show it being, the bands are just going around my two fingers on each hand. But they're really ready for the trick. And again, basically, I'm going to show you this move this way. Basically what I'm doing there is it's the same thing as if I'm doing this, reaching through here, back around in there, and twisting it out, and then pulling that tight. That's how I actually first learned to do it. I would kind of do this kind of thing in front of them. But even that looks like I'm twisting them, you know. That's not super clean. But if I let them dangle for a moment, and then I've got a reason for bringing this hand back over, I can bring it back over, and that looks pretty natural. It happens all in a split second. And the reason it's happening so cleanly is because I've got them, this one looped around two fingers, this one looped around two fingers, and that yellow one's behind. I'm reaching through with these two fingers, just the yellow, and this one just the green. So again, over here, I'm reaching through these two fingers and this one over here. And then I'm sticking that through, pulling, and then pulling that. So it's a really quick motion. That's how they're going to end up looking. But right now I've got this middle finger through both of them. And when I'm coming through here, I'm sticking the top two fingers through there, the bottom through there. I'm letting this finger go back around and pull, and then pulling there. And I'm doing all that under the motion that I'm just grabbing the rubber bands again. I'm reaching up to grab them. Okay? And so as I'm turning, it hides all the nastiness. I'm turning my hand, I'm showing it to him, and as I'm grabbing, I'm turning around to give him a better view of what it looks like. And then I can show it like this, or I can open my hands down like this. I'm set. And so you can reset right in front of them very easily without it looking unnatural at all. Now you're ready to burn it. And when you're doing this part, I find it works best. Sometimes I'll touch it once, and then as soon as it's going to touch, then I'm going to let go. But I'm going to keep rubbing so it hides the magic moment. And the same thing here if I come back to touch, if I haven't released it by the time I touch, I don't let go. But then I plan on letting go and touching at the same time, and then it comes apart. So again, I mainly do this for my own benefit because I forget how the tricks work, but hopefully you found them useful also. That's enough of me.